Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, a story summary. It was the start of Harry Potter's 4th year at Hogwarts, and excitement was already in the air. The Triwizard Tournament, a legendary magical competition between 3 wizarding schools, was being hosted at Hogwarts for the first time in over a century. Students from Beauxbatons and Durmstrang arrived, eager to witness their champions compete in the dangerous tournament. The tournament had strict rules. Only students over the age of 17 could enter. Each school's champion would be chosen by the Goblet of Fire, a magical object that would select the best student to represent their school. Despite being underage, Harry's life took an unexpected turn when, during the choosing ceremony, the Goblet of Fire inexplicably produced a 4th name, his own. Harry was now forced to compete, even though he had never entered his name and was far too young to participate. The unexpected selection caused tension at Hogwarts, especially with Harry's best friend, Ron Weasley, who suspected that Harry had entered his name on purpose to steal the spotlight. For weeks, Ron refused to speak to him, leaving Harry to face the challenges of the tournament alone. Even more troubling was the arrival of Rita Skeeter, a nosy journalist whose articles twisted Harry's words and painted him as a fame-seeker. The tournament consisted of 3 perilous tasks, each more dangerous than the last. In the first task, Harry had to face a ferocious dragon to retrieve a golden egg. With the help of his trusty broomstick, he narrowly escaped with his life and earned respect from the other champions. After this task, Ron realized that Harry had never wanted to compete and apologized, mending their friendship. The second task required Harry to retrieve something precious from the bottom of the Black Lake. With the help of gillyweed, which allowed him to breathe underwater, Harry successfully rescued Ron, who had been placed in the lake as part of the challenge. Throughout the tournament, Harry began to experience strange and disturbing dreams. He would often see Lord Voldemort plotting with his followers, growing stronger, and planning his return to power. These visions unnerved Harry, but he had no idea how close to the truth they were. The third and final task took place in a large, dangerous maze filled with magical creatures and traps. Harry, along with the other champions, Cedric Diggory from Hogwarts, Victor Krum from Durmstrang, and Fleur Delacour from Beauxbatons, entered the maze, aiming to find and claim the Triwizard Cup. However, what awaited them was far more sinister than any of them could have imagined. As Harry and Cedric reached the cup together, they agreed to take it at the same time, sharing the victory for Hogwarts. But when they grabbed the cup, it turned out to be a portkey, transporting them to a dark and eerie graveyard. There, Harry came face to face with Lord Voldemort, who had been reborn into his full power using a dark ritual. Voldemort ordered Wormtail, his servant, to kill Cedric Diggory on the spot. Helpless to stop it, Harry was forced to watch as his friend fell lifeless to the ground. Voldemort then challenged Harry to a duel, taunting him and showing his full strength. As their wands clashed, something extraordinary happened. A connection between the 2 wands caused echoes of Voldemort's past victims, including Harry's parents, to appear. These spirits helped Harry escape, urging him to return to Hogwarts with Cedric's body. When Harry returned, clutching Cedric's body and barely alive himself, the joyful celebration at Hogwarts turned to shock and mourning. Albus Dumbledore believed Harry's account of Voldemort's return, but the Ministry of Magic, led by Cornelius Fudge, refused to accept the truth. They feared the consequences and insisted that Voldemort's return was a lie, setting the stage for a future conflict. Harry, shaken by Cedric's death and the dark events he had witnessed, realized that the world had changed. Voldemort was back, and the fight against him would be harder and more dangerous than ever before. Though the Triwizard Tournament had ended, Harry knew that a far greater and darker battle was just beginning.